Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Guys, today I have in front of me a Nintendo DSi. Yes, this is nostalgia right here. A lot of you, being my age, probably had the DS Lite. I wanted to try something a little bit different today. I've never had a DSi before. I never actually had anything past the DS Lite until the Nintendo Switch. There's something on here that makes it very, very important for me to be able to jailbreak, and that is a SD card. So today I'm going to jailbreak this DSi, and I believe it is something which is called Twilight Menu Plus++, which then allows you to put all of your game ROMs on there, etc, etc. So I'm going to go through and find the best method, and the best way that I find, and all of the links, etc, I will put down in the description below as well. They are not my own links, they will be ones that I have found from elsewhere, but I will try and find the easiest way that I find and document it down below for you. I'm going to put all my game ROMs on here. Because of this as well, you'll notice with the DSi, it only has a slot for the actual Nintendo DS games. There is no Game Boy Advanced slot like the DS Lite or the Nintendo DS, the original one. However, this software allows us to move our Game Boy Advance games onto the SD card, and we will be able to play them from here as well. So I'm really excited for this one. Come and do it with me. So let's get into this. So first things first, you are going to need an SD card. I recommend 32GB. The DS Lite will only read up to a 32GB. I had to buy myself a new one. Surprisingly enough, I like to buy my SD cards big, so I only had 1TB ones spare. So first you're going to need to plug this new SD card, or maybe you have an old one that laying around. Get it plugged into your PC just to make sure it is all formatted correctly. Once it's plugged in, first things first, if it's a new SD card, just format it, make sure it's a FAT32, which I'm doing here. If you have anything on it, make sure you back it up and then format it to FAT32. You will lose everything on this SD card as soon as you click start, so make sure you have everything off there. Once done, safely eject that SD card before pulling it out of your computer. Once we pull it out, we're going to then plug it in to our DSi for the first time. I do have an SD card in this DSi already, but it was only a 2GB one, and for what I want it for, and all the games I want to put it on there, it's not big enough. So we're going to get this new formatted 32GB SD card plugged in to that DS Lite. Once plugged in, get it open and power it on for that first time with the new SD card in there. Now, once all loaded, you're going to go and take yourself into that camera app. Now, once you open this for the first time, there may be a tutorial. However, I've used the camera on here before while playing around. There, you'll see it's checking the SD card immediately, and it will create a new format on there already. So you can see the SD card is in there, and there is 0 photos taken. This page is very important. Look out for that Facebook symbol, if you have it or not. This is going to be important for down the line. So once you've checked that, you can then power off this DSi, and we're going to then download the software. Now, the software that I am recommending is a software called Twilight Menu Plus++. Now, I looked everywhere for a safe download of the all-in-one file for this. You can do it all separately, but an all-in-one file. So Blaine, Locklair.com/DSI/jailbreak. He is another YouTuber. Go check him out. He's a great guy, and he's made it so easy. Just scroll down and hit that download button. Once you're done, get the SD card back out and plug it into your computer, ready for your pre-downloaded software. So you can hear I've split the screens here, and we're going to go into the private file all the way deep as you can go to this numbers and letters folder. This is your camera folder, and there will be a folder within here called your PIT file, and this is setting up your camera files here. If you cannot see this, then just go to view here and then show all hidden files. It should be there. So what we want to do is we want to rename this to anything other than PIT. So old PIT I'm going for here, as what we want to do is we want to go to the download still, the files that we did earlier on from Blaine Locker, Locklair, sorry, and go to extract all of these documents into the downloads. This shouldn't take a while. What I'm going to do, just to keep things here nice and tidy, is just delete that zipped file there and just use the newly extracted ones. So what we want to do is, first things first, we want to go all the way back to the front page where the private file is, and we want to copy and paste all of these first files into that part. Obviously, you notice I've missed out that bottom one right there. We'll come to that in a minute. Now, once we go into this extras folder, you'll see here for with Facebook icon and not with Facebook icon. Obviously, mine had the Facebook icon, so we're going to need this pip file. So now you're going to put 2 and 2 together and go back to the private file all the way to the thing and post that pip file in. Paste that pip file right in there. So once we've done that, we can now safely eject our SD card, take it out of our computer here, and plug it directly back into our DSI, ready for the next part. Now we're ready to power it back on again. So we're going to get it powered on, and we're going to go back into the camera app on here, wait for it to load, and we're going to click the SD card slot right there. It will then bring us over to the photo album that is now on that SD card. And you can see there it says photos taken. However, it's not. Click albums. That is your Twilight Menu ++ file. Now, you just got to go here and select your system, GUI system to your region. So just click that. I'm obviously going to go with Europe and let it load up for the first time into the Twilight Menu ++. And here we go for the first time. And first thing we're going to do is create a nan dump, which is just a backup of what you've just created. It will create an image for there. So just let's do this thing. You can back up this directly onto another SD card down the line. Once it's completed, it will come up with press start to exit, and you can click that start button, and that is now all done. Now we have to then go into the unlaunched DSI installer to make this Twilight Menu ++ more permanent. So we're going to, first things first, go down to install now. It installs in literally a few seconds right there. Now we're going to then power off the device completely. Right, so, and then hold down A and B together while then hitting the power button, and it will launch us straight back into that uninstaller. And we're going to go down to the options menu, and you see there it says no button. So this is basically on launch, what will it do? So we're going to go in here to make it permanent, and we're going to go all the way down to find Twilight Menu ++ just there, look, and we hit that, and we're going to go and make sure we then, you can see there the boot has now changed, but we're going to go down and click save and exit to make that permanent. However, what I also recommend doing here is if we go back into the options section and we go to button A, we're going to now make this to launcher. So if we wanted to just launch into the normal DSI software original, we just hold down the A button while hitting the power button, and it will do that. So let's save and exit that, and then we'll do the test here. So if I was to power this off like so and let it do its loading and turn it straight back on again, you can see it loads straight into the Twilight Menu ++. And if we then were to power this off again like so, and then hold down the A button and then click the power button, you will see it will then load us into the old DSI software, the original stuff, just if you want to do anything on this home page at all. So next, we're going to turn it off again. Yep, we're going to then eject the SD card once again. Yes, there's a lot of ejecting, plugging, unplugging. Yes, we're going to have to get used to that. So what we're going to now do is plug it back into our PC, and first things first, we're going to go straight into the private folder all the way down to that root folder once again, and we're now going to delete that new pip folder that we made earlier on. That bit's its job is done. We can now delete it, and which means we can now rename our old pit folder back to pit. This will give us full working order back to our normal camera file once again. So the camera file will now work as it did before. So we're going to go all the way back to the start once again. And you see this is that NAND dump. So this is our backup. So what I am going to do is I am going to create a complete backup on my external hard drive here. So DSI, backup, all ready, and I'm going to copy that straight into here. So let's copy that and place that directly into that folder. Once that's done, it's now time to transfer our games. You'll see the DS and the Game Boy Advance folders here. If we were to copy our games directly into these folders, that's absolutely fine. One thing I have learned along the way is that while copying these over, make sure you extract them from any zip files first. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to show you the Pokemon here, and I'm going to copy that directly into just no folders whatsoever, because this will actually put it onto the home screen. However, don't do what I do here, extract it from the file just so it reads it properly. Now, once you've done this and you've transferred all your games, eject it, and we're going to go back onto the DS. You can see Pokemon is now working fine once I had extracted it properly out of that zip folder, and it works absolutely fine. However, I had problems with the games I transferred into the folders. The folders, no matter what I did, whether I extracted them from the zip, no matter what I did, they just would not show. So I then tested it and transferred the same games not into a folder, and they all showed on the home screen right there, as you can see. And all those games were working absolutely perfectly. You can see me playing Mario Kart right here, all loaded from the SD card from that home screen, but not from that folder. I don't know if anyone else has had any issues from that at all. Just let me know in the comments below if you've also had any issues. But let's go to the outro. Well, there we go, guys. There we have it. We have jailbroken this DSi, and I have really enjoyed this one. This has brought back real nostalgia. We had a few issues in terms of the actual folders themselves. If we put the DS games and the Game Boy Advance games into the pre-allocated folders with the jailbreak on the SD card, they just don't show for some reason, no matter what I do. And if I put them onto the main home screen here, outside of those folders, they show and are playable and absolutely fine. They're absolutely fine to play. So this process is very complicated, so just make sure you do follow it step by step. You will get there and you'll have a lot of fun. We've got no cartridges in here whatsoever, as you could see. So the games are completely playable. They launch absolutely fine. Just wait for them to load and you're away to go. You can play all the games on the go from the SD card. Of course, they're going to be a little bit slower to load, but they're not really noticeable at all. But guys, if you like content like this and if you've enjoyed this video, then do make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you are new around here, guys, we are finding old technology and finding new uses for them in 2026 and beyond. So guys, make sure you follow along. And guys, if you want to support the channel, then do please consider going checking out that merchandise. And if you want to support even further, then do hit that join button and become a member of the channel. And come and join the community here and get early access to videos and other perks along the way. And I will catch everyone in the next one.